32 inches of snow, a bomb cyclone dropping to the 96s, and I just got off the phone with my own mother in Jersey telling her, "Don't leave the house." The totals jumped 3 to 5 in higher than this morning's forecast, and hundreds of thousands are already sitting in the dark across the Northeast right now. Wind gusts hitting 55 and Papetrabit with coastal spots expecting 80. That's basically a Category 2 hurricane just frozen and aimed right at the I-95 corridor. This is the first blizzard warning for New York City in almost 10 years. And it could end up being the biggest blizzard of the entire decade. Drop your city in the comments right now because I'm covering over 80 cities today, and you absolutely need to know what's headed your way. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I got to tell you, I've never seen models behave like this, shifting this hard, this fast. But first, let me tell you what's got every meteorologist I know genuinely worried. And it ain't just the snow totals. Just a few weeks ago, during Winter Storm Fern, utility companies turned away volunteer crews who showed up ready to help restore power. Leaked emails confirmed it. Qualified workers at the door and they got told, "Nah, we're good." While 230 Iroquois families sat freezing in the dark. A father named Almao Martinez, 39 years old with kids depending on him, died from carbon monoxide poisoning trying to keep his family warm. 153 people didn't make it through that storm. And here's the thing that should make your blood boil. Nobody got fired. Not a single person. The same vulnerable power grid is getting hammered again right now. And this storm is already proving stronger than Fern ever was. So yeah, I'm done playing nice with these forecasts. You need to know exactly what's happening and what's still coming tonight. Now, let me walk you through what changed in the last few hours that has this storm absolutely running away from every single model. I've been up since 4:00 a.m. watching these runs come in. And brother, I ain't never seen pressure drop this fast outside of a hurricane. The storm is bombing out into the 960s range. And for those keeping score at home, that's basically Cat 2 hurricane strength just made of snow. When a low drops 24 millibars in 24 hours, weather nerds call that bombogenesis. But all you need to know is it means big trouble. The models this morning said 15 to 20 in for most areas. Now we're staring down 20 to 30. That's a massive jump in just 12 hours. Quick shout out to Margaret in Providence, who commented last night that her joints were aching worse than she's felt in 20 years. And Thomas on Long Island, who's been tracking his barometer for 3 decades, and said the pressure drop today broke his personal record. Y'all in the comments are literally the best early warning system out there. And I mean that. Keep those local reports coming all night. All right, here's my prediction. And I want you to screenshot this right now. I'm dead serious. Grab your phone and snap a picture. Boston ends up over 26 in. Long Island sees at least 28, and Buffalo breaks 30 with that lake effect machine cranking on all cylinders. If I'm wrong on all 3, I'll eat crow in Wednesday's video, and y'all can roast me in the comments all you want. That's only fair. But if I nail it, you owe me a subscribe, and you got to share this with everyone you know in the path of this monster. We got a deal. Now let me break this down city by city. And I'm giving you the real talk, not the watered-down version you'll get on the 6 Jewish News, starting with the absolute epicenter of this historic mess. And folks, if you live anywhere in the Northeast, lean in real close right now. New York City. And I ain't going to sugarcoat this one bit. 18 to 28 in with blizzard warning in full effect. High of 34, low of 23. Wind gusts over 55 mph are creating near zero visibility as we speak, and hundreds of thousands have already lost power across the metro. This is the first blizzard warning for NYC in almost a decade. Let that sink in for a moment. We're watching history unfold tonight. My buddy Steve in Brooklyn, lived there since the Ford administration, called me this morning saying this reminds him of the legendary ones, Boston. And I got a level with you here, 20 to 30 inches, with legitimate blizzard conditions. The heaviest February snow in years. High of 33, low of 22. Snowfall rates hitting 3 inches per hour at peak. And thunders now is a real possibility tonight. When you're getting thunders now, you know the atmosphere is absolutely losing its mind. That's one of the rarest things in weather. The worst is still ahead. Peak snowfall between now and sunrise Monday. That's when this thing really shows what it's made of. Philadelphia at 16 to 25 in with blizzard warning. High of 35, low of 24. Record-breaking snow is falling right now as I record this. This is that heavy, wet, cement-like stuff that brings down trees and snaps power lines like twigs. Exactly what nobody wants to see. If you've got elderly parents or grandparents in the Philly area, pick up the phone right now and call them. Not tomorrow when lines might be down. Long Island. Oh boy, you folks are getting absolutely walloped with 19 to 30 in blizzard warning from Montauk all the way to Queens. Hempstead at 19 to 29, Islip at 20 to 30, Huntington, Babylon, Oyster Bay, all the same. You're dead center in the bullseye tonight. The banding on radar right now is absolutely bonkers. 3 to 4 in per hour in some spots. And no, I ain't making that up. Marjorie from Smithtown asked yesterday if she should move her car off the street. Honey, I really hope you listen because it's way too late now. All right, hold up. Let me check the comments real quick here. I'm seeing reports rolling in from all over the place. Y'all are amazing. Someone in Newark says they've already got 8 in on the ground. Another person in Hartford says it's coming down sideways. Keep them coming, folks. Buffalo? And y'all are built different up there. Everybody knows it. But 20 to 32 in with lake effect is wild, even by your legendary standards. High of 29, low of 18. That lake effect machine is absolutely cranking, and it ain't letting up until Tuesday at the earliest. Linda from Orchard Park commented that her neighbor's horses were acting real skittish yesterday. Old-timers swear that means a big one's coming. Well, Linda, those horses called it because this is shaping up to be one of the biggest lake effect events Buffalo has seen in a long, long time. Cleveland at 14 to 22 in with lake effect blizzard conditions. High of 32, low of 21. That whole I-90 corridor is completely shut down. Detroit at 12 to 18 inches, getting double-teamed by lake effect and the main storm. High of 31, low of 20. Motor City is taking it from both sides. If you're in one of those older Detroit homes with the original plumbing from way back, let those faucets drip tonight or you're looking at burst pipes. Harold in Dearborn message asking about timing. Brother, it's already coming down hard and it ain't stopping until Monday night at the earliest. Chicago at 10 to 16 inches with heavy lake effect. High of 33, low of 20. Winter storm warning across all of Chicagoland right now. That lake wind is going to cut right through you. Wind chills dropping into the single digits. Bundle up serious if you got to go outside for anything. Milwaukee at 12 to 17 and high of 31, low of 19. The same deal as Chicago, but you're catching even more of that lake enhancement. Now here's where I need everyone in the Mid-Atlantic to really pay attention because this next part could genuinely save your life tonight. Washington, D.C. at 10 to 17 in with winter storm warning. High of 37, low of 26, heavy snow and wind hammering the capital as we speak. This started as rain this morning and dramatically flipped to heavy wet snow around lunchtime, and it's been coming down non-stop since. I know D.C. ain't exactly famous for handling snow with grace, so Monday and Tuesday are definitely stay-home days. Don't even think about it. Baltimore at 12 to 20 Inez with blizzard potential. High of 36, low of 25. You're smack dab in the middle of the heavy snow corridor. The Delmarva Peninsula is where models are showing some of the absolute craziest totals. We're talking 2 feet plus in spots. That's bananas. Virginia Beach and Hampton at 7 to 12 in with that nasty snow-rain mix. Coastal flooding is serious business. Winter weather advisory up. Norfolk getting the same treatment. Whole Tidewater region dealing with the ugly combo of heavy mix and coastal flood concerns all night. Richmond at 8 to 14 in with snow mix. High of 43, low of 29. You're riding that razor's edge between rain and snow all day long. Alright, pause for a second. This video is absolutely blowing up right now. I'm seeing comments from like 20 different states. Y'all are incredible. Keep those local reports coming. Drop a snowflake emoji if you're watching from somewhere that's getting hammered right now. Let me see where y'all are at. Now here's the thing that makes this storm extra dangerous. And I really need the older folks especially to hear this part. This ain't that light fluffy powder you can push around with a broom, not even close. This is heavy, wet, heart attack snow. Plain and simple. Every single year we lose folks because they tried to clear their driveway too fast, and their heart just couldn't take the strain. I ain't saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because I've read the reports and I don't want it happening to anyone watching this video. Take breaks every 15 minutes. Stay hydrated. And for heaven's sake, don't try to be a hero out there. The snow will still be there in an hour. Newark at 14 to 23 in with blizzard conditions. Jersey City at 15 to 24. The whole metro area is getting absolutely buried tonight. Providence at 14 to 23 in with blizzard warning. High of 33, low of 22. Rhode Island is straight up disappearing under a white blanket. Eleanor in Cranston asked about her Monday commute. Eleanor, sweetheart, there ain't going to be a Monday commute. Stay home and stay safe. Worcester at 16 to 25 in, high of 31, low of 20. And the higher terrain west of the city is seeing even crazier totals piling up. Pittsburgh at 10 to 16 in with heavy snow. High of 34, low of 23. Steel City is in for one heck of a rough couple of days. Rochester at 16 to 24 Inez of lake-enhanced snow. Syracuse getting the same. That whole upstate New York region is getting absolutely pummeled. Are any of y'all already measuring significant accumulation out there? Drop your totals in the comments. I'm cross-checking everything with radar. Indianapolis at 9 to 15 in with heavy snow. High of 32, low of 21 to Yet Day Jang Roy, and it ain't letting up anytime soon. Columbus at 8 to 14 in. Cincinnati at 7 to 13. The whole Ohio Valley is getting buried right alongside the coast tonight. Minneapolis, St. Paul at 10 to 17 in high around 28, low around 15. Heavy snow just keeps on piling up through Monday. Grand Rapids at 10 to 16. Fort Wayne at 9 to 14. Toledo at 10 to 16. The Great Lakes region is getting absolutely hammered from every direction. Madison at 9 to 14, in Des Moines at 7 to 12, Omaha at 6 to 11. Even the western Midwest is catching some serious totals. Kansas City at 5 to N in with snow advisory. St. Louis the same. You're on the western edge, but still very much in the game tonight. Now, while all this chaos is happening on the East Coast, I got to mention the West Coast has its own mess going on right now. An atmospheric river is dumping 5 to 10 inches of rain across the Pacific Northwest. Flash flood warnings popping up all over the place. Seattle at 49 with an inch and a half. Portland at 51 with almost 2 in. These are serious totals causing real problems out there. San Francisco Bay getting hammered too. Sacramento's soggy. Basically, the whole West Coast is dealing with its own version of weather mayhem. But let's get back to the main event because what's happening in the East right now is genuinely one for the history books. We've got 3 moisture sources all slamming together at once. That's how you cook up an absolute beast of a storm system. Gulf moisture, Rockies moisture, and a low that's bombing out off Carolina. The atmosphere is literally throwing everything it's got at us. That low is dropping into the 960 millibar range, which is basically Cat 2 hurricane strength just coming at you sideways as frozen precipitation. The track is hugging the coast close enough to pump all that Atlantic juice straight into the Arctic air parked over the Northeast. On top of all that, lake effect bands are cranking across the Great Lakes. So Buffalo and Cleveland are getting hit twice, double-barrel style. Weather nerds call this a Miller B setup, but all you really need to know is it's shaping up to be one of the most memorable storms of the decade. Now, Here's what the models are showing for the next 48 hours, and honestly, it's just one punch after another that don't quit. This blizzard keeps cranking through tonight and all day Monday before finally winding down Tuesday morning for most areas. Peak snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour expected tonight into early Monday morning. That's when things get really gnarly. Monday morning commute. Forget about it. The I-95 corridor will be completely impassable. This is a stay-home situation. Period. End of story. But here's the kicker, and this is what's got me nervous about Thursday. Even after this monster clears out, we ain't done yet. Tuesday into Wednesday, an Alberta clipper sweeps through, bringing additional snow to the Great Lakes and Northeast, probably a few more inches. And then Thursday and Friday. There's something on the models I'm genuinely worried about, but I'm going to save that breakdown for tomorrow's video. Let's just say the groundhog personally chose New England to have 6 more weeks of winter, and that little rodent ain't playing around. Now, I got to get real serious about safety for a minute. And after what happened to those 153 families during Fern, I refuse to hold back. Power outages are already widespread with these 55 mph gusts, and heavy wet snow dragging down trees and snapping lines everywhere. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Long Island, southeastern Massachusetts, all these areas are seeing major outages right now, and it's only going to get worse overnight. If you haven't dealt with something like this in 10 years, well, honey, this is exactly the kind of storm that takes the whole grid down. Hopefully you've already got your supplies because heading to the store right now in these conditions would be, well, let's just say, not smart. Food, water, medications, flashlights, batteries, anything you'd need for 3 days without leaving your house or having any power. Charge every single device you own right now if you still got juice. Phones, tablets, laptops, those battery packs, all of it. Now, if you've got a generator, I'm going to say this as clear as I possibly can, and I need you to really hear me on this one. That generator goes outside. Period. 20 FT from any window or door. No exceptions. No, I'll crack the garage door. None of that. Carbon monoxide killed Elmo Martinez, that 39-year-old father I mentioned earlier, and it'll take you out just as quick and just as silent. That gas has no smell, no color, and by the time you start feeling woozy, it might already be too late to save yourself or your family. I've read the incident reports from Fern, and let me tell you, those stories will keep you up at night. Please don't become one of them. Now here's something that saved lives during the last storm, and I really need you to actually follow through on this one. Check on your neighbors, especially elderly folks living alone. A quick phone call right now could genuinely be the difference between life and death tonight. If you're over 60 and living by yourself, please reach out to someone right now. Give a neighbor your number. Pride ain't worth your life. Get your pets inside if they ain't already. If it's too cold for you to stand outside for 10 minutes, it's way too cold for them. Keep your gas tank at least half full. If you lose power, your car becomes your backup heat source in an emergency. That's just smart planning. And after this clears, temps are crashing 10 to 20 degrees below normal through Tuesday. So the cold ain't going anywhere anytime soon. All right, here are the 4 things sitting on my radar that I need you to keep on yours for the next 72 hours. Number 1, historic bomb cyclone blizzard that's outperforming every forecast. 20 to 32 ions across the Northeast through Monday. Number 2, widespread power outages already happening and getting worse overnight. Hundreds of thousands affected and climbing. Number 3, lake effect snow piling on top of main storm totals. Buffalo and Cleveland getting absolutely crushed from multiple directions. Number 4, back-to-back storms this week. And there's something about Thursday's system that I'm not ready to talk about yet. Don't forget that prediction I had you screenshot. Boston over 26, Long Island over 28, Buffalo breaks 30 in with lake effect. Come back Wednesday and let's see how I did. I'm putting my track record on the line because I genuinely believe in this forecast. After watching what happened to those 153 families during Fern, I made myself a promise to never sugarcoat another storm as long as I live. The same utilities that failed those families are getting tested again right now, and I'm praying to God they actually learned something. If you know someone in these affected areas, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, send them this video right now tonight. The information about generator safety and carbon monoxide alone could genuinely save somebody's life this weekend. It's that serious. Hit that like button if this helped you out. It genuinely makes a difference getting these warnings in front of more people who need them. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll have updates throughout the night and all day tomorrow as conditions develop on the ground. Leave me a comment with your city and your current total, so I know where everybody's watching from and what you're seeing out there. And hey, are y'all excited about this historic snow? Or are you completely done with winter at this point? I'm genuinely curious what you're thinking. The community in these comments has been absolutely incredible today. Folks sharing updates and looking out for each other. That's what it's all about. We're all in this together and we're going to ride this storm out the same way we always do by taking care of each other. Stay warm, stay safe, check on your neighbors, keep those pets inside, and I'll see you in a few hours with the overnight update. I appreciate every single one of you more than you know. Y'all stay safe out there tonight. Take care of yourselves and each other. We'll talk again real soon, probably in just a few hours, when this thing really hits peak intensity. Peace, y'all.